All right, matchup number 3. We can kind of speed through this one because this one really doesn't have a lot of highlights. And that is No Limit versus 305 Ballers. Unfortunately for 305 Ballers, his team just didn't show up, and he also mismanaged, right? We're going to talk about Baker. I'm just going to throw him out there. Really disappointing game with Baker in a nice matchup against the Saints. 3 points, man. Like, that's not what we expect from him. So 3 points from Baker, 25 points from Josh Allen, the lesbian. Pulled out a little bit of, probably not the biggest strap that he has, but he took out one of them with the 25 points. So that's kind of just where he wants him to be at. I think with Josh, as long as he's in the 25-30 range, and then potential for that 30-40 burger, that's kind of what you want. Running backs here, Showstoppers didn't have Kyron, so he fills in with Stevenson. Stevenson really didn't have a good game. Apparently hurt his foot too. Hasn't been practicing this week, so something to monitor for him for next week. McCaffrey was kind of nerfed down. He didn't have a good game. 8 points from him against a tough Houston defense. So, kind of there. And then Devon Achane had himself a day, 17 points. That's it. I've been saying he's kind of matchup proof, really. Doesn't matter in the matchup. He just kind of does his thing, and he can always blow up. Bijan kind of weird against the Dolphins defense. You expect more, 3 points. And then the wide receivers is kind of where, you thought that Carlos can kind of pick some ground here, right? Terry McLaurin had himself a nice day, picked up a touchdown, but then he got hurt again. Same quad and stuff like that, 12.9 points. So now Terry's been ruled out for the following week. That being that, bro, just a bad season for Terry McLaurin. DK Metcalf has been solid all year. He's been an elite wide receiver 2, borderline wide receiver 1. George Pickens kind of just PPR'd his way to an okay game with the 11 points. Both tight ends were sorry. 9 points basically between the two of them. And then in the flex situation here, Christian Watson got the start. He gets 10.5 points. Troy Franklin, fire game, 23 points from him. So that was a fire start for, No Limit, being able to scoop him up from the streets and plug him in with a 23. And then Cameron Dicker, the kicker, salute, 16 points. And funny enough, both defenses had negative points. But all in all, man, and the matchup was good enough, bro. Because Indiana Jones had 29 on the bench, and then he had Kamani Vidal go for 24 on the bench as well. So all in all, just a tough week for 305 Ballers with the management of this roster and No Limit. Just kind of, hey man, I'm just gonna score enough to just get the win, and that's kind of what happened here. 104-72. No Limit goes to 5-3. Good start to the year so far, and then 305 Ballers flip the record 3-5.